Welcome to another episode of Travel Talk with myself, Melissa Mackey, and Travel Chicks. And today I am thrilled to have a very special guest from my hometown province of Alberta. And his name is Michael. Michael, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Melissa. I appreciate the invite.
So, for all of you who may not know where Mr. Michael Seeger is from, he is actually from the Wood Buffalo Tourism. And Buffalo, actually, Michael, why don't you explain what Wood Buffalo covers, what area, and your role, so everybody has a clear idea.
I'd be happy to do that. Thanks, Melissa. So my role is I'm the Vice President of Fort McMurray Wood Buffalo Economic Development and Tourism. And the regional municipality of Wood Buffalo, one of the largest in the country, is above the 56th parallel in northern Alberta and covers right up to the Northwest Territories. Incredible area, of course, known very much for the industry that is home here, the oil and gas industry, but we have so much more than that.
Awesome. Now, when it comes to travel, I know you guys just saw the beautiful video of all the places that you can explore, but as we know, last 18 months, many of us have been stuck inside, and a lot of us still are not feeling 100% confident when it comes to travel. So I figured, why not get some experts in our own backyard to share some really cool and exciting ideas, activities, tours that you can take. And Michael, just recently, you went on what tour was it? It was Northern Lights?
We did. We went on a discovery tour. We were specifically going to explore the solar eclipse, which was the last one that we're going to see in about 25 years. So we went to the most northern-east part of our region to make sure we could capture that footage, which we did, which we're going to start unveiling soon. And it's part of building out a dark sky tourism and Northern Lights tourism here in our region. We are a Northern Lights community.
Mm-hmm. And so for people, mostly Albertans and perhaps even other Canadians who would like to travel to our wonderful province of Alberta, what are some sort of activities that families can do that perhaps, girls' getaway trips could happen, bachelor trips? I mean, we never in a million years thought like Northern Alberta. That's like the hot spot to go for our vacation. But the truth is, so many people are staying right here in their backyard. So they need inspiration. And that's what this entire talk is about: travel, transformation, and inspiration. So what are some really fun and unique activities that people could partake in up north?
Great. Well, I think the one thing I'll say, Melissa, is I love that you're focusing on the incredible tourism offerings that we have, not just in our province, but in Canada. Canadians typically, we do go abroad. We need to start looking at staying in our own backyard. So we've been promoting exploring our own backyard here in Fort McMurray Wood Buffalo. Some of the things that we have here, they are unique in that we do have the oil sands, which is part of the oil industry. A lot of people want to know about. So there's tours around that. But a part of that people don't realize is we have sand dunes. Dunes that you would see in the Sahara, large 50-foot high sand dunes running more than 70 kilometers long. We're doing a lot of tours, aerial tours with McMurray Aviation to show you that part of our region. On top of that, the national park here, the Wood Buffalo National Park, is the second largest national park in Canada. It is one of the second largest boreal forests in the world. The cool thing about that is we have 3,000 free-roaming bison, the largest free-roaming bison herd in the world, that's right here in our region, that you can see very much for aerial tours, and you can explore as you come from the north down into our region. From jet boating tours to dog sledding groups. What's really good that works well is for smaller groups, especially when you've had the COVID challenges of the last year and a half, smaller groups can come here as a family unit or a group of people, 10 or so, that want to do a specific activity together. They can do that in their own cluster. Have fun with that. We have a lot of the things that you suggested, getaways for men or women. Spas, we have spas, Achieve Wellness here in town. It has two incredible spas here in town where you can come for a spa weekend and then go out and enjoy some of the trail system we have here, dog sledding, snowshoeing, jogging, hiking through our Birchwood trails, or about 120 kilometers worth of biking and hiking and walking trails. One thing I will say about our region is we're growing our tourism. We're looking at it now where it hasn't really been looked at in the past. And one of the most important parts of what we do have to offer is it's a very genuine experience in that if you have something that you want to do, let's say it's snowmobiling, if you want to come here and explore our winter, we're going to hook you up with a group that's here in town that does that for all the time as their leisure activity. So not a tour company, actual people that live here that want to take you out and show you a good time and show you what they do on a regular basis with their families. And that's a little bit different. You know, you can go book tours around the world, but how often do you actually get hooked up with a resident, a local that wants to explore and share with you what they do? So we've got a lot here. We're naturally inspired. We're endlessly unexpected. People don't know what Fort McMurray Wood Buffalo is all about, but we're slowly starting to reveal that to everyone.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's like even mind blowing for me,
That's
because my personal experience, truthfully, of going to Fort Mac is oil and trade shows. So I know very well what the airport looks like, and I know very well what the I can't even think of the expo center where most of the bigger trade shows. Yes, yep. So that's all I know. I had no idea that there was all these other, let's call it environmental, natural habitat setting type tours for people to truly immerse themselves in nature. And I mean, there's tons of studies out there right now talking about what nature does for one's soul. And let's face it, the truth is, many people have this pent up COVID stress that needs to be released. And it's a completely different atmosphere to be in the environment that Fort McMurray provides and the Wood Buffalo region, because I mean, we have the Rockies down south, but that in itself is a totally different experience. And so is there a lot of, I mean, it's summertime, it's, you know, kicking off summer right now, kids are out of school. So is there a lot of areas or campsites or even lakes or bodies of water that people can, you know, go tenting or RVing or things like that?
Definitely, yes. Yeah, we've got a lot of that. When you talk about lakes, that's one of the biggest things. Our Six Lakes region here north of Fort McMurray literally has hundreds of lakes for fishing. Our trophy fishing is actually known around the world. We have Americans that come in from the United States, not this year because of COVID, but the last several years coming in for trophy fishing. But I think one of the bigger things I want to make sure that you would know about our region is that while we talk about the oil and gas industry and things like that, there were people here before that, the Indigenous people. And the Indigenous experience in our community is incredible. From the Dene, the Cree, the Métis, and the First Nation that were here first, we have the stories of the Hudson Bay and even before then. So there's so many experiences to while you're exploring the backyard and the outdoors, and getting out there, you're actually getting a better sense of how this area was formed and the way this region was built. And now from a tourism perspective, we're starting to play that out to showcase what that's all about.
Well, and obviously with what's going on in the world right now, it's very timely to be really focusing on the history. How did we get here? And I mean, there is so many people, so many clients of ours. We have such a wide range of clients, and many of them have photography backgrounds. So your area, your region is perfect to have a photographer retreat. Imagine what you could capture in, you know, a Thursday to Sunday trip up there.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm glad you mentioned that. I mean, I think I talked about fishing lodges, but the reality is you don't have to go to a lodge to fish. You can go to a lodge as a retreat. You can go to explore the Northern Lights in dark sky. You can do photography. And of course, the natural wilderness here. We have bears on our golf courses. So we have 4 different golf courses here in town. It's not uncommon to see bear, deer, and fox and the like on the holes right here in town. So they're all around. Species of bird that are very unique. In the sand dunes, we have some ecological reserve there that has some things that aren't seen anywhere else in North America. So it's a pretty interesting place. It's a big backyard, and we're just ourselves starting to explore it, and now we want to share that with other people as well.
Mm-hmm. So, you guys, there is truly something for everyone in Northern Alberta, whether you want a family getaway, whether you want to explore the unknown in the environment that the Wood Buffalo region consists of, whether you want a relaxing girlfriend getaway retreat, and whether you want to hook up with local residents that will take you on, off the beaten path, let's say. I mean, what cool experiences. And if you're in Edmonton, I mean, it's what, a 4-hour drive?
4.5 hours. Yeah, it's not that far.
It's not far at all from Edmonton, Calgary. I mean, you're a little bit further away. But the last thing I wanted to touch on is, what is kind of like your COVID safety protocols, like what has been put in place? I mean, because that's the going concern right now. You did mention that if you wanted to come in your own pod, to experience whatever it is you're experiencing, you can do that in your own pod. What else can you share about, COVID health safety protocols?
Sure. I mean, obviously, COVID has incredibly affected the tourism industry all across our province and North America and the world. Here in our own region, we've been very careful to make sure that experience from the minute you come through the airport to into your hotel environment to the various tours that you're going on, that they're following all of the protocols in place. And I will say, actually, in our community, we went an additional step and put additional COVID policies in place over and above what the province was doing at the time to ensure that both our residents were kept safe and those that are choosing to visit and work here were being kept safe. Those continue on, and I think that's the new reality, that all of us that are traveling, we will continue to wear masks on planes and as we go through airports. And I think we're all just a little bit more sensitive to it now. So we're washing our hands a little bit more, like our mothers always told us to. Finally, right? So we're doing that, and all of our partners know the importance of that, and that, so that whether it's an experience you're going on, that things need to be down after you've gone through them, or I mean, prepared for you as you're going into the different experiences. That's going to continue on, and that's all in place here in our region as well. So. Mm-hmm. I'm fairly confident that when you come really anywhere in the Alberta, if you're traveling now, everyone has an understanding of how it needs to be presented now.
Yeah. And with Alberta just, lifting all the restrictions, I assume that you guys are following suit, or do travelers inside of hotels still need to wear masks, or no?
No, the mask, our area did follow the province, so masks are no longer required in our region. But of course, in the province, the only place where they are is the airport. So if you're traveling through our international airport, you are still required to wear masks on the plane. But other than that, when you're here on the ground, it's the same as anywhere else in most places in Alberta right now.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
We are open for summer.
Yes. Okay, well, that's amazing. That's super helpful. And I'm going to include the link below this video, but where can people go to check out, these activities that we discussed today?
Perfect. Yeah, you can go to www.explorewoodbuffalo.ca. That site, it's our temporary site right now. We're proud to be building a brand new tourism branded site. But you can also go to YouTube for the same thing, Explore Wood Buffalo, and they've got some videos there really showing some of the experiences that we have in our region. So wish we could have shared that with you today, but please go take a look at that link. That'd be great.
Awesome. Okay, guys, you heard it from the expert himself, Mr. Michael Seeger. I just want to thank you for taking the time and sharing with our audience all about Northern Alberta, and I can't wait to come and visit outside of the trade show realm.
We can't wait to host you. Thank you.
Okay. Talk to you later. Yep. See you, Michael.
Bye-bye.